everybody, and welcome to the Gaming Retreat, where it's about a fun, unique retreat from the stresses of everyday life. And today I have for you a review of the SU-100y Tier 6 Soviet Tank Destroyer. Now, I know I have postponed this review for a while. It took me a little while to get my crew to 100%. As you can see, I don't have the first crew skill, but I wanted to go ahead and knock this review out so I can do things later. Plus, I wanted a little longer video for you guys this week, since I missed my second video last week because I was on vacation. And you might have noticed, well, you had a video up on Tuesday, so why couldn't you get one up on Thursday? That is because I was on vacation all last week. I pre-uploaded that one gaming builds video, so you'd have something to watch during the week for me, because I don't want you guys to have nothing. So I am just recording this now so you can have an actual video to look at. Now, this is my second time recording this, as I recorded the first one with OBS, and OBS doesn't really like, I don't, my computer doesn't really like OBS MP4 files, so I'm gonna have to change that output. But I went with Debut on this one because I feel like Debut just does good. It's always there for me. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. As I said, Tier 6 Tank Destroyer. So, 700 hit points. 700 hit points. That's actually pretty decent for a Tier 6 Tank Destroyer. A Tier 6 Heavy Tank like the Kv-85 has about 870, which is pretty good. Well, yeah, pretty good. So, as you can see, Tank Destroyers aren't meant to have that much health. But knowing that it has 700 health, you know you can take a couple hits before you go out. That's very satisfactory, or whatever I was gonna say. As you can see, this Tier 7 light tank only has like 890. So, yeah, pretty decent health pool. I will say though, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, before this thing is very large, very large. So 700 hit points should be the amount for this tank. It is huge. Look at this compared to the Lux or the Hetzer. It's tiny. It's huge. Look at this compared to the Tog. Look at that. Ooh, that's incredible. And then T-34. It's very, very large. As it is very large, it will be very prone to artillery. Very, very prone. Now we'll talk about that in just a second. Weight, 64 tons, up to 67.4, which is very good. Engine power, well, not very good, tons aren't very good, but like, it's pretty heavy tank. Horsepower, 890, which is actually very, very good, but as you can tell, Russia had plenty of room to put a big engine back here, so they obviously did. Top speed of 35 kilometers an hour, which is actually, it may not seem that good on paper, but once you get this thing moving, it can move. This thing goes fast. I mean, it doesn't feel like it feels like it's going much faster than 35. Because it can get up to that speed really quick. Sorry, I'm like stuttering because I'm like tired and stuff. But yeah, still a little jet lagged. Traverse speed, 30 degrees a second. Actually, very fast traverse speed. This thing, what was that? Like a little. This thing will traverse very, very quickly across the ground, which is good as you'll need to get out of situations. Hull armor, 60, 60, 60. Obviously, they couldn't put 100 all around, otherwise this thing would go 10 miles an hour and it wouldn't be effective. Now, here's where I want to talk about his weaknesses. Armor, you will not bounce much. I have bounced off here and here, but that's it. A little bit of bounce is off here. Do not count on this tank to bounce, because most likely it won't. Anything above a 40mm gun, 40-45mm, will have no problem going through this thing. I have bounced Leopards, things like that, Luxes, because I mean they're Leopards and Luxes. They aren't meant to penetrate really anything. But yeah, that's yeah, it's a very, very weak tank. Well, not necessarily weak. It's strong Russian tank. But if you get hit with artillery, if a big artillery shell lands right here, let's say from a French artillery or something like that, it will do a lot of splash damage. You only have 60mm of armor to stop that splash damage, and if you wanted to, you could always put a on sale. I might do that. You could always put, you know, a heavy spall liner or something like that to protect against artillery. I would recommend a heavy spall liner because you are going to need it. Obviously, I'm not going to waste money. Well, not really waste money, but I'm not going I might put money into it, but yeah, what I would recommend, just looking at this, is a heavy spall liner, large caliber tank gun rammer, and a probably gun lane drive. I wouldn't go with a camouflage net because this thing really will. This thing has terrible camo rating as it is. It's just terrible. You will be seen from everywhere. You fire this gun anywhere on the map, you're seen. You're lit up instantly. So yeah, that's an issue. Binocs you could, but the view range is 350, which is pretty decent for a tier 6 tier 6 tank destroyer. So I don't really feel the need for that. Okay, now onto the gun. The main thing on this tank. 130mm naval gun. If you play World of Warships, you may be familiar with this gun from the tier 5 Grimyashki Soviet destroyer that you may have from the closed beta. I believe it's the same gun, not sure. 3.75 rate of fire. I've gotten this down to around 15.6 seconds, obviously without upgrades. I could probably get this down to about 14, 13, not sure. Obviously with more crew skills, things like that. Average penetration, 196, 171, 65. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing because the standard shell, 196mm of penetration. The premium shell, 171, and then high explosive, obviously, 65. But why would the premium have less damage? Well, if we look at the standard damage numbers, we'll see that the standard shell has 440 average damage. It can obviously go higher or lower. And then the premium has 510. Now, this is usually the opposite. It's usually the opposite. Usually the premium has more penetration, but less damage. But on this one, they decided to switch it around, I guess, and make it to where it does more damage. But I usually just fire the standard shell, and I don't really ever fire high explosive, as it won't penetrate most things at tier 6. I just find it's more effective to fire AP. So yeah, that's my opinion on which ammo to fire. Dispersion at 100 meters, 0.38. This is basically the accuracy of the gun. It's actually a fairly decent accuracy for a 130mm gun. It's not 0.30 accuracy like E50M, but it's very, very accurate for a 130mm gun. So you will get some decent accuracy with this. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be able to hit a fly in the eye or whatever they say, but it has decent accuracy. Aiming time, 3 seconds. Well, 2.9, but basically 3 seconds. Is that a blender down there? Or is that okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna. Okay, background noises for the win. I need to soundproof this room or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, so good thing this is a noise dampening mic, even though it doesn't really work like that. Okay. Oh goodness. Aiming time 3 seconds. You won't really need to aim in that much at close range, I've found, but if you're going for long range sniping, which I do not recommend in this tank, you'll obviously need to aim in. So, onto the view range and signal range. View range 350 meters, fairly decent for this tank, and then signal range 440, which is not good at all. You will, on maps like El Haluf, you won't be able to snipe to the other side of the valley because you just simply won't be able to reach that far with your signal range. So yeah, that's one downside of this tank. As the mini. So into how you play this tank, I've had this tank for about 4 or 5 months, and I'm still not positive on how you play this. I've tried it all 3 ways. I've tried it as a sniper. Sniping doesn't really work that well in this tank, I've found, because if you fire your gun, you're lit up, and then everybody starts shooting at you. You want to put this thing's decent mobility to work. So what I find is best is staying behind the heavies and mediums that are going forward, and kind of be that second wave of attack. Support the heavies and mediums, do the big damage on the tanks that need it done, and then have your heavies and mediums finish them off. That's what I find is the best for this tank. You get damage, you don't get hit that often as long as you stay back and stay behind cover. But I found that yeah, that's the best. That's the best way to earn credits, experience, things like that. Now, if you want to rush forward, I've found that you can do that, but it's usually best if you do it on urban maps, which seems kind of strange. Why would you take a tank destroyer into urban maps? But I seem to do best when I go up close in urban, for some reason. I don't know why. It may be, I'm not sure. I think it depends on, like, yeah. But you can go up in this tank, but I find it difficult to do unless you're in an urban map, obviously. Now, most of the time I do die in this tank, just because, I mean, it's hard to conceal and things like that, and you usually just get shot. But it's really good. I'll get into is it worth it at the end, things like that. But yeah, I guess I've talked long enough. Is there any other things I want to say? But my consumables, as for every tank, small first aid kit, small repair kit, and fire extinguisher. You could swap this out for a large repair kit or a large med kit if you wanted to. I just go with the standard 3. I've never been really set on fire on this tank, but in this tank I mean, but it does have a really fat engine block, so it might be hit. Okay, enough talking. You want to see the action. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll be right there. Sorry, I thought I had to close my open. Okay, whatever. Okay, here we go with the post. So as you can see, tier 6 battle, pretty evenly sided, in my opinion. Tier 6 maximum on Westfield, standard battle on Westfield, which is pretty good map. Yeah, I kind of left the loading screen up a little bit too long, in my opinion. Now, here we go into the actual gameplay. Rolling out, I am going up to the left side, or upper left, I guess. And I'm trying to kind of follow my mediums, but as you can see, I'm going a little bit quick here. That's just the natural speed of this tank. A little bit of... So the reload is actually 15.3 something seconds. I can't really see well because of the tiny narration screen. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, 15.34 seconds, which is pretty good for a 130mm naval gun put inside this little tank. So I think up here will be a good position. So I go up here to try to kind of snipe a little bit. I'm not really behind my heavy tanks. This is kind of, you know, in front of them. But then I spot this OI, and I think, oh, how am I going to get shot on this guy? Huh, that rhymes. No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. And so I'm thinking, how am I going to get a shot? I'm like, okay, well, this might not be the best position. I try to get a shot here, but I can't get one. That OI fires and misses. Then I see all those other tanks. Realize, okay, it's time to get out here. As you can see, some pretty decent backup speed. Yeah, oh, no, build preview. Okay, here we go. Pretty decent backup speed, as I said. Trying to get a shot on that SU-100y. Moving up a little bit. And aim, and fire, and hit, and kill. 383 hit points shaved right off of that SU-100y. One shot, one kill. So as you can see, the gun is very good. I'm kind of moving up here to kind of side scrape a little bit to try and get a shot on this ARL, but this T-150 is kind of blocking my way, sadly. So if he could just, you know, move out of the way, there he goes. But I don't really have a good shot on this ARL. This tank actually has pretty decent gun depression, as you'll see in one of the replays. I think it's the last replay I have. I have 3 replays for you. And then 1 live commentary. And then I'm thinking, okay, let's go, let's kill this OI.
Ready to fire.
I aim, I hesitate, and I fire right as he gets killed by that other OI. So, kill stolen from me, and another hit, not sure from what, but then I later discover it is a Hellcat that shaved about 200 health off of me, and I believe that's a Hellcat that hits me. I'm not sure. Oh, building preview. There we go. Sorry. My editing software does this weird thing. Yeah, whatever. So moving up, kind of trying to stay behind the heavies a little bit, as I said before. It's what I try to do. I see this Hellcat, which I'm guessing is what hit me. Tried to take a shot, but couldn't aim in quick enough. I probably wouldn't have hit that little top of his turret anyway. And I believe he gets taken out by that OI. So that's one less tank to deal with. Now this is just kind of a replay to show how you can do pretty decent if you stay behind your heavies and just let them do the work and push forward while you assist them. So I'm kind of sitting in this bush waiting for my heavies to advance. Just kind of camping out, waiting to see if I see anything. Once my heavies are about 60 to 100 meters in front of me, I go ahead and go. See that Sherman 3, I have a shot on him. Then I see the M37, I'm thinking, okay, I'll just finish off this Sherman 3, but never mind. I stole it from me. Well, not really stole it, but I see those artillery, but I decided to take this a shot at this Churchill. Trying to let it aim, get impatient, fire, and barely skim the top of his tank. And I accidentally pressed defend the base right here. And so, of course, I'm typing sorry, my bad. And then, of course, this T-67 says, corrects me, you know, being the, whatever. Sorry, I don't know what I was going to say there. C-67 jumps the gun, basically, and corrects me on my own mistake. Well, I guess, you know, I don't really care. Let's pass up an opportunity to take out that artillery. And then we're just hunting the ELC BIS. GG we win, no doubt, says the Kv-85, which is funny. I know he's being sarcastic, but nice sportsmanship, dude. Nice sportsmanship. Not really, but. So everybody's hunting this AIM X ELC BIS, and then we spot him. I try to take a shot, but I didn't lead enough, and he is dead. So, type in GG, be a good sport in the chat. Of course, nobody else types GG. And then post-battle results. Dun, 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 dun. 15,000 credits, 1,158 XP, with about 383 damage done, and 1 kill. Now, this was just to show off how you can follow your heavies and do pretty decent. So, on to the next replay. Okay, and on to the next replay. Again, another Tier 6 battle, pretty well matched again. Now, this is kind of how you... This is one of the examples where you don't do that great pushing up. Now, let me catch my breath, sorry. Just ran up here. Now, this is kind of a little... Yeah. Here, just a second, let me catch my breath and close my door. Okay, I'm back, and I think my breath has been caught. So yeah, pretty decent Tier 6 battle. In this, I'm going to show you, how you can do okay while pushing up, but not that great. And also, I'm going to show you some pushing up in the next one, and how you can do it a little bit better. I think I actually did 4 replays. No. I'm thinking of the Kv-1s. My bad. Okay, roll out, move forward, reload the gun. I'm kind of pondering where to go here, but I decide going to the airfield would be the best spot for me, because I'm not really sure how to play the other side very well in a tank destroyer. Now, I do not claim to be any expert at World of Tanks, but I know that SU-100y should not be pushing up, but I still do it anyway because, yeah. And that Gorilla says my first Tier 5, so, at least we have a bad artillery player on the new team. No, I'm just kidding. But, that doesn't... I thought he was on my team, and it didn't make me feel good. I'm like, oh, great, a noob. But I don't really mind noobs, as long as they're somewhat intelligent about how they play. And I mean, I was a terrible player, like, a year ago. I was terrible. I was, like, playing my Tier 2 T26, and I'd, like, fire 1 shot in the entire game. I mean, not like I don't have bad games anymore, but... Goodness, that was bad. So I'm kind of taking up a position on this rock, seeing if I can see anything, and be in a little bit of cover, just so I don't get shot, or I have a less of a chance of getting shot. Sorry if I take a break. I have a really bad sore on my not a sore on my lip. I don't have herpes. I don't have herpes, guys. You aren't gonna get it through the microphone. I just have a really bad chap on my leg. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. I just have a really bad cut on my lip. So, yeah, from the beach. Okay, OI experimental. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go around the corner. He just fired. And I kind of hesitate here. Turn. Put the shot in. 463 damage. And I take a hit from something else. Still not sure what that was from, but a good damage roll there of about 447, I think it was. Backing up a little bit as not to be in the brunt of the fire, or the brunt of the impact, or whatever they say. I kind of wish I could have got a higher roll so I could have killed that guy, and then this other OI decides to poke out. I try to get shot always, but he does damage me very big here. Huge damage roll. I repair my gun. That is huge for this battle. I'm deciding, okay, I can't be up here. This is not good. I cannot be up here, or I will definitely 100% die. So I decide I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I gotta retreat. I can't be here anymore. And spoiler alert, it does get me killed, as you can see here. Good shot from an SU-100. So that is kind of how you can, yeah, that's kind of how you cannot do that great in pushing up. And I didn't record the post-battle results for that. My bad. But on to the final replay. The last one was kind of how you don't do that great sometimes pushing up, and this one is how you can do okay pushing up. Now I do make a very, very stupid mistake at the end, but I did acknowledge it while I was doing it. I was like, okay, this is gonna be stupid, but I hope my teammate backs me up, and my teammate fills me. So yeah, I decide I'm going to go bridge instead of what's it called, the town, most basic word in English, and I still can't do it. I decided I need to go to the town and do, or not the, oh my gosh, my words don't make sense now. I decide I'm going to the bridge to go shoot things. Okay, there we go. I had to clap it out. Yeah. I'm not good at English, even though English is my main language, and I don't know any other language except a little bit of Spanish. So, yeah, now you know what all my life is. Just bad English. Just really, really bad English. We also had a lot of tier 6 tank destroyers on our team, and the enemy team did too, but not as much. Sorry, I got, as I said, really bad cut on my lip, so I'm gonna kind of pause because I'm in so much pain. No, I kind of decide, okay, I need to Rambo it. I kind of want to get in that bush, but I kind of don't. And then I take a shot right here for about 300 damage, and then at Matilda, whatever he said. Why, like, whatever. It's kind of a weird thing just to say that instead of explaining, but whatever, there's people like that. And I'm kind of deciding, by the way, I was talking about the chat, but I'm kind of thinking, should I go up, should I not? Because if I go up, I'm most likely going to die, and then that, no need to, that Burt, FV304, destroys that Hellcat. And he actually is a really good sport about it. He says, nice shot, artillery, instead of saying, oh my gosh, artillery's overpowered, guys. Please nerf. Instead of, you know, I like that. I like a good sport. Make sure you go. Make sure if you see that guy in game, like, say something to him or something like that about me. I don't know. I don't know. Now everybody's gonna go to that guy's account and like report him. No, please don't. Please don't do that, guys. That's mean. And then I see this type, is that a 50, yeah, type 58, sorry, low resolution. And I decide, well, I kind of want to take a shot at him. I'm waiting to see if there's anything up there, and then I see this Jackson just Leroying it out there, and decide to just, okay, I'll do it too, whatever. And so I'm deciding, okay, this is going to be a pushing up match. I'm going to push up, go through this river. This river kind of slows me down a little bit, as a river really would. And then this uphill slope. This tank actually really does uphill slopes well. See this Hetzer here? Now this is a waste of a shot. I go over, auto aim on this Hetzer,
ready to fire,
and kill him. Only 34 damage, kind of a waste of a shot. And I'm deciding I have to get into this little dip if I don't want to take any other fire. So I do. Turns out there's no other tanks shooting at me, so I'm pretty good. Kind of take a little bit of cautionary cover behind this Hellcat, but there is no need, because there are no tanks there to shoot at me. So push up a little bit with this Jackson. Now this Jackson is the one who fails me today. The one who fails me, or what? I don't know. And then I see all these juicy tank destroyers. This Jackson starts shooting at him. I'm thinking, well, they can obviously see us, and they actually can't. So I come up. I'm thinking, oh, I'll never get gun depression on that ridge. But then I'm like, wait, this thing actually has pretty decent gun depression, and they aren't firing back. So I go over the ridge, try to shoot at this Hellcat, but he's moving, so I take a shot at the Wolverine, and it pegs him, 246 damage, and kills him. Second kill. Wait, where did I get my first kill from? Oh yeah, that's 2 shots, 2 kills. Try to fire at this Hellcat, but I flinch at the last second and screw up the shot and miss. I need a more weighed down mouse. Hopefully I'll get that with my next computer. But yeah, I really need a more stable mouse. And then I see this Hellcat and Hellcat and Type 59, and I'm thinking, okay, gotta rush the Hellcat, but the Hellcat is dead. And then here's where I make my stupid mistake. I'm thinking, oh, my friends have got me backed up. I'm gonna rush the Type 59, and in my mind I'm thinking, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? But I've already committed to doing it. Type 59 isn't even looking at me. Takes 1 low hit point of damage from I don't know what. And then I shoot him. He shoots me. I try to get around him, but I am in water. I should have gone forward, backed up against the wall, and I'm thinking, oh, this Jackson will get me, but he misses. I get shot, and before this Jackson can reload or I can turn, I get killed. So yeah, that was fun. And then I'm thinking, like, Jackson, what was that? But I'm not gonna say that. And then me typing to myself in the chat, me typing to all the, I don't know what I was doing there. That was just a reminder to say that Jackson let me down. But that Jackson definitely just let me down there, like completely and utterly let me down. But because I was thinking, well, that Jackson's got me backed up, so you know I can go in and not get killed by him. But apparently he didn't have me backed up. Go hate on that Jackson. No, I'm just kidding. Don't hate on that Jackson. He looked like he did okay in that game. I don't know how much damage he did. I'll probably check out in the post. And we win. The final tank destroyer is dead. So finally, the post-battle results. Pretty good. 22,000 credits, 610 RP, 787 damage, and I think let's go ahead and go over to the garage section. Okay, so my final impressions of the SU-100y. I like it. It's just a fun tank to derp in. If you want a fun tank to derp in, get this tank. You'll definitely enjoy it. I'm not going to do one of those, well, I can't tell you if it's good or not. It depends on your playstyle, because I hate those. You watch the whole review, you're like, okay, is it going to be worth it or not? Is this guy going to tell me? And then he's like, I can't decide. It's really up to you. And then it's like, but what? But I'll tell you whether I think it's worth it or not. My personal opinion. So let's look at some pros and cons. Pros, very good gun. Incredible gun. Like, best gun so far, I think. Well, it's my second favorite gun, second to the Kv-1s's gun, or the Lux gun. I don't know. It's kind of a battle between those two. Second favorite gun in the game so far. It's very, very good gun. Another pro is its health pool. It has a pretty decent health pool. You can take some nice hits for a tank destroyer. Another pro, and kind of a con, I'll put this down as both, is its top speed. Its speed and agility. It's slow, but it's fast. That's why I'm putting it in pros and cons. Because as you saw from the replays, it gets up to speed. So, it's slow on paper, but it's very fast in game. And then cons is its armor. That's definitely a con. 60, 60, 60, you will bounce some, but you will not bounce much. And then, obviously the gun is a pro. View range, I'm going to give it a pro. I'm going to put both signal and view range in on this one, and I'm going to give it a con. Now, it has pretty decent view range, don't get me wrong, but its signal range is absolutely horrid. So, I think I'm going to put that into a con. So, in my personal opinion, is this tank worth the $18 price tag? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. Well, not 100%, but for me at least, yes, this tank is definitely worth it. If you have some extra cash laying around and you want a tier 6 tank destroyer, get this tank. Now, you could go a little bit more expensive. Sorry, I was just looking at that. At Tech 3s. You could go a little bit more expensive at tier 7 and get this SU-122-44, but if you just want a fun tank to derp around in, definitely get this tank. That's my opinion. Yours may be different, but I would say this tank is worth it if you're looking for a fun tank. If you're looking for a serious tank to grind out credits, this tank is probably not worth it for you. Just saying. So, I think that is my final opinion. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. It's been a while in the making. I just wanted to get my crew up. A lot. So, if you want to guys, if you guys want to stick around, I have an extra replay of my Kv-1s that I just did that I can show you if you get just for some extra content. So if you want to, stick around for that, and it will be playing right after this. But if you're not, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Tell me if you want more of these replays. Support me if you want more, because I will buy more tanks and do some replay, some reviews. So as always, thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you at the retreat. Goodbye, or in the next clip, whatever that goodbye was. Okay, so we are in live commentary now, just an extra replay, because the other replays I did weren't that long, and so I wanted something extra for you guys, since I missed a video last week. Don't worry, this won't be taking any time out of my other video. I will hopefully still have my second video up this week, so, yeah.
Let's go!
Okay, so I think we are going to go this way. I started heading the wrong way for some reason. And of course, everybody's going this way, so let's ping. I don't know. I'll do best over here, but nobody's going that way. Nobody. We'll just see how it pans out. This is a pretty decently quick tank, so I should be able to get over there no issues. If we start having problems on that side. And it looks like we're gonna have problems on that side. I need to go over there immediately. Look at all that. Yeah, I'm going over. Bad choice by me. I should have, once I saw the lemming train going this way, I should have doubled back. But, you know, experiences. This is not a very good position for me to be in, but this is kind of the only position I can be in if I want to defend. This will stop them from pushing over, hopefully. It's just a stock Kv-1, so. Well, does he look stock? Yeah, no, he's not stock. That is a fully upgraded, it seems to be a fully upgraded Kv-1. And here we have a Hetzer, which can be a very scary tank if he hits you, which I cannot hit him because world tanks and things like that. Gun depression, I mean. Just World of Tanks won't let me hit him.
Enemy armor is hit!
Okay. Looks like this Hetzer's pushing. Bad shot by me. Bad shot. Let's see. There he is. Push down, get down, get down. Bad play by me. Didn't have the gun depression. I'm gonna move up to this slope so I can get some better. Gotta keep in mind that there's tanks over there. This big cupola is going to be the death of me, I just know it. Maybe I can sneak around. That should provide me some decent cover. Okay, now I know that he's over there, so I can push up a little bit. Might be a bad decision, I'm not sure. We're gonna find out in a second. You may be wondering why I have a camo net and binoculars on my tank.
We didn't even scratch them.
Because I can, guys, because I can.
Penetration! One of our tracks is damaged.
I'm gonna win this fight.
They're knocked out.
Lost a little bit of health there, but not that big of a deal. try to side scrape a little bit around this corner. Don't want to let people get shots from over there. Okay. I think this M8A1 is done. He tries to peek around. He is dead. Taking a shot at M41. And he kills my friend. Of course he does. Or it looked like he killed him. Did he kill him? Can't tell. I'm gonna cross the street, take a chance. This might be a bad decision. Oh, what did I just do?
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Okay, that was risky, and we won. Okay, good. That Churchill did work. He did work. I'm guessing the other quarter flopped or something. I wasn't really paying attention to my map over there. I was just trying to look at my own map. Yay, 500 victories! Woo! Yay, pretty good. Pretty good. I could have done a little bit better in that match. Yeah. I'll have to go over that again and see what I could have done better. But pretty good. Pretty good, I'll say. Check my service record. I haven't played in a while, so might be going a little bit down. Yeah, I used to be at about 50%. That's fine though, I can always get that up. Okay, so, I think this will be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay safe wherever you are, as always, stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you at the retreat. Goodbye.